I just realized I was muted for that whole time. I apologize, guys. It's a welcome on into another episode Picks on Net, NHL picks and predictions. I'm your host Terry Edelman at T Picks on Twitter, ready to break down today's slate. A bunch of games to go over today, so we'll jump right into that. My only play for the 1 p.m. game that's kicking off right now is David Pastrnak over 1.5 points. I gave that out on Twitter. It's my only play for the early game. So we'll see how that goes here. Bruins versus Sharks. Yes, they're about to kick off right now. And I've got Pastrnak over 1.5 points. He's got multiple point. He's got 3 points in 3 consecutive games. So if you want to sprinkle the 2.5, you could do that as well. Thought it was you? No, I was muted. That was my bad. I didn't even notice. A good thing I didn't talk for like 10 minutes and then notice. Close the app, came back. It's all good. It's all good. Looking back at Saturday's slate, uh, dreadful, awful, horrendous. I don't really know what other words to use to describe Saturday. Just everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong. Um, Other than Lane Hudson getting an assist, Matt Boldy scored a goal for the Wild. Jonathan Marchessault got an assist. And then some of the football plays went well. But other than that, NHL was a complete disaster. Complete disaster. Overall, yesterday was a bit better. A nice small winning day. My only NHL play yesterday was Lane Hudson, over half an assist, which I did give out for free on Caprotech. Another reason why you should go follow me on Caprotech, especially Sundays. I'll try to give most of my NHL plays for free. So that was the case there. And yeah, da, 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 da. We'll see. We'll see. Good luck today, y'all. Bouncing between you and Detroit Lenny Live. Sounds good. Sounds good. Good day, Terry. It's inauguration day here in America. Yeah, I see a lot of happy posts, but um, my only comment there is I'm not going to get into politics too much here, but expect things to get a lot more expensive in the States because with the Trump tariffs in Canada, there's going to be a tariff war between Canada and the States, which is only going to make things more expensive. That's all I'm going to say there. So hopefully, I don't know. Jackets Rangers game just didn't make sense. I agree. And Columbus, yeah, I know. And then, of course, the way the day was going, Columbus wasn't going to win when they went to a shootout. I knew that. I knew that. Lane Hudson last night. Thanks, Terry. Yes. He continues to cash for us, which was awesome. But if you guys are new, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you guys enjoyed today's show. Appreciate all the support. We're going to jump right into it and start with the first game that will be starting here after the show has started. Again, Pasternak over 1.5 points. If you want anything for the early game, people watching later on won't have that opportunity. But Minnesota Wild and Colorado Avalanche here in this one. The Wild plus 179 to plus 203. Colorado minus 225 to minus 230. Sixes, some 5.5s available here, but mostly just sixes in this one. Philip Gustafson confirmed for the Wild. Nobody yet confirmed for Colorado. And now I'm seeing Philip Gustafson is likely. So I don't know what happened there. He was listed as starting, and now he's listed as likely. Philip Gustafson was dealing with the flu, so the Wild had to call up a emergency backup in the last game. So Philip Gustafson is expected to start here, but don't be surprised if Marc-Andre Fleury does somehow start in this one. Nobody yet confirmed, as I said, for Colorado. The Wild are in a losing streak right now, but they are playing some tough opponents, and obviously they still have guys not playing here. Kirill Kaprizov, Jared Spurgeon, Jonas Brodin are the big guys missing here out of the lineup. When it comes to the Cider total, I can't get to anything here. The Wild are plus 200. I can't recommend taking the Wild. With how beat up they are, Colorado's absolutely owned the Wild for a long time now. Um, you could look at the Avalanche on the puck line, but of course, I'm not going to do that. But just nothing here when it comes to the side or total. However, player props, Matt Goldie, as I should call him. He has been very consistent at getting at least 4 shots in goal. I do see his shots in goal prop at like plus 125 for him to get 4 shots in goal. So you could definitely go that way. I really don't like to bet shots and goal props because things just don't tend to go very well when I bet them. So I'm staying off Boldy's shots on goal prop, but I am taking Matt Goldie to score a goal here in this one, which I got for plus 190. Goals in 5 of his last 7 games. He's been doing a lot of the offense for the Wild. And his line mates, Marco Rossi is a point, 3 of 4. Zuccarello has an assist in 3 of 4. So those are the 3 Wild players I would look at here. And for Colorado, it's their big 2 guns, Nathan McKinnon and Mikko Rantanen, both who have been consistent here for the Avalanche. So see what happens here. Hopefully Matt Goldie gets us a goal, and then we'll be happy. We'll be happy. 5.5 seems low, minus 130. Still like the over at 6. Yeah, I hope we get goals here, but I don't know. Also, the early start at 3. I don't know how that's necessarily going to affect everything, but it may not have much of an effect. But things could start slow early, so you could take the chance and try to bet it live and maybe get an even better price, but no, nothing for me on the side. Unfortunately for you, Terry, I'm on the Avs puck line. Wild is so hurt, but bold anytime goal and over shots and goal. Hey, it's not really unfortunately for me. It's obviously your choice, and I can't expect people to not bet against the Wild because that's just people are going to do it. So don't be sorry. You got to do what you got to do. Obviously, I'm rooting that the Wild somehow can upset in this one, but I just don't see it. So I'll take Matt Goldie anytime goal here in this one. On to our second game here, and I love this game. I absolutely love this game. Buffalo Sabres plus 100 to plus 105. Seattle Kraken minus 116 to minus 125. 5.5s right across the board. We saw some 6s last night, and now we're just seeing 5.5s, which just makes no sense to me at all, and absolutely makes 0 sense to me. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen is dealing with either a sickness or an injury of some kind. He is unavailable for this game. So should be Devon Levi for the Sabres. Nobody yet announced for Seattle. Maybe it's Decord. Maybe it's Grubauer. Not sure here yet. In this one, for the Sabres right now, there was the words "nobody" was right across the middle of the screen. And then I thought I better go and make sure. And I checked a little bit deeper, and I found that Alex Tuch has been on a streak. So there is somebody for the Sabres. It doesn't say nobody. Alex Tuch is there. 0.45, an assist in 3 of 4 for the Sabres. First play for me here in this one is the over 5.5. I am stunned that this game is an over 5.5. Buffalo's gone over 5.5 in 13 of their last 16 games, which did include a 6-2 loss to the Seattle Kraken team in Buffalo. Seattle's gone over 5.5 in 5 of their last 6 and 11 of their last 13 games. Both of these teams have been heavy over teams. When you look at what these teams have done against each other in the past, well, all 7 meetings between these teams since Seattle joined the NHL have all gone over 5.5. 6 of the 7 games went over 6.5. So you've got 2 teams really heavy towards the over right now, who have also never had a game that's gone under in 7 meetings between each other. Give me the over 5.5. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that it's still at a 5.5 here. I get it when you look at these teams, especially Buffalo right now, not a lot of consistent offense. That doesn't mean that guys aren't producing for them. It's just that there's not really, other than Tuck, anybody that's on a consistent streak. But they do have guys that are obviously not listed on here that are getting goals, assists, and stuff. They're just not as consistent for the Sabres. Um, I think Seattle's going to do a lot more of the scoring here in this one. Give me Capo Caco over half a point here in this one, which I got for plus 100. 5 game point streak for him. And as I've already said, I love the over here in this one. Devin Levi should be a net here for the Sabres. 2-6 with a 3.97 goals against average, 876 save percentage. He has struggled this year. So that's my thoughts here. Jaden Schwartz has been very consistent as well. Obviously, he plays with Capo Caco on that top line. So if you wanted to parlay the two together, you could do that. But for me, over 5.5 and Capo Caco over half a point here in this game. Goals, goals, goals. I hope so, Nick. I hope so. Crack a money line, Schwartz Caco point parlay. Like it. And over 5.5, which I definitely like here in this game. But we'll continue on along to our next game. And you know what? I do like these earlier games throughout the day better than the last few games. So I do like the early slate a lot better. St. Louis Blues plus 160 to plus 170. Vegas Golden Knights minus 189 to minus 210. 6s and 5.5s available here in this game. And when I look at the side or total here, I would potentially look at the over. I see some 5.5s here, minus 120. I would potentially look at the over here. This Vegas Golden Knights team is struggling right now. What button did I just push? Oops. Okay. No, we're good. We're good. This Vegas Golden Knights team is struggling right now, having lost. Bear with me here for a second. 4 of their last 5 games. And obviously, 5 of their last 6 games. 4-0 loss to the New York Islanders, 2-1 loss to the Rangers. Then they got their 4-1 win against the Wild. The last 3 games, 5-3 loss, 3-2 loss, and then 5-3 loss against the Blackhawks. So things haven't really been going well overall for the Vegas Golden Knights lately. On the other side, St. Louis. I know a lot of people were on the Blues in their last game in Utah, but the Utah Hockey Club getting the 4-2 win. Blues have won 3 of their last 5. However, 2 wins against Calgary, 1 win against Anaheim, and a losses against Columbus and Utah. So not necessarily the strongest of opponents. I'm not taking the Blues here. Obviously, I haven't got to the over yet. I would lean that way. For me here, Thomas Hertl, over half a power play point. He's done that in 4 of his last 5 games for the Vegas Golden Knights. St. Louis has the 27th ranked penalty kill. It's really bad. I believe 72 or 70. I'll get it up. 70 some odd percent, which is really bad. And they're just lucky that there's some teams in the NHL that have really, really bad penalty kills that are below them. Yeah, Dallas is 85.5% in first. The St. Louis Blues have 73%. And then the worst penalty kills are Detroit and the Islanders with 67%. So Blues aren't too far away from them. Really struggling on the penalty kill. And Shea Theodore's been getting power play points. Jack Eichel's been getting power play points. And obviously Hertl, who I'm on here. Half unit, Hertl over half a power play point, which is plus 350. Amazing odds for him having done that 4 or 5 and now facing a bad penalty kill for the St. Louis Blues. So that's my favorite play. My only play here in this one. Will I eventually maybe sprinkle in Shea Theodore? Possibly. Shea Theodore has been doing really well here. Also, his power play point is whoa, plus 190. So huge difference there between both guys in this one. And then, yeah, Braden Shen's been consistent for the Blues. Olsen doing pretty well on that line with Hurdle and Dorfeev for Vegas. Hurdle, Eichel, power play point parlay, and single bets as well. I don't. Most books I've found you can't really parlay the power play point. So if you can, that's great. But I know Bet365 you can't unless they change that. Maybe FanDuel you can. I'm not sure. Uh, as far as I know, you can't still at Bet365. Shen Point also going to go with Shen Holloway point. Nice quick cash Saturday for me. Yeah, Holloway not consistent enough to be back on the sheet here, but I think back-to-back games he's got a point. And for people wondering, for me to consider it a streak, I want 3 games or 3 of 4. Sometimes if it's back-to-back games and it's like 2 really big games, then I'll include it. But for me, a streak is 3 games. I want to see 3 games or 3 of 4, 3 of 5. And once a player has 3 games where they don't have anything, or if it's like 4 of 7 or something, then they're off. Then they're off. That's how I do it here. But we'll continue on along to our next game: the Columbus Blue Jackets and the New York Islanders. Here in this game, Columbus plus 150 to plus 161. Road Dogs. Islanders minus 175 to minus 185. Home favorites. 5.5s right across the board here in this game. For the last game, no confirmed goalies. Bennington against Aiden Hill, both unconfirmed. And then here in this game, I don't believe we have confirmed goalies either. We do. Sorry. Elvis Merzlikins and Ilya Sorokin for each team. Originally, I was looking at Columbus here. Obviously, they're another nice dog price with this Columbus team. 10, 2, and 2 in their last 14. So they've been playing very, very well. The issue here is that they don't do well in Long Island. They've lost 9 of their last 10 here in New York against the Islanders. Um, it just hasn't been a good building for them to play in. Now, of course, we have to realize that this Columbus Blue Jackets team is better this year than they have been in more recent years. Um, but that's not enough for me to get on the Jackets here. And as you can see, Islanders players are producing offensively right now, which is something else that's kind of keeping me off here. Fantilli Marchenko point, same game parlay would be my look if I was looking at backing the Blue Jackets here in some form. I would take Fantilli and Marchenko both over half a point together. Barzal point is a good parlay piece as well. But ultimately here, I just have not got to anything here in this game. But I do lean with Columbus, but with their history, I just can't get there. Can't get there. Jackets power play props. You could do that. You could do that. I know the Islanders obviously have a very horrible penalty kill, but I know also that they don't take a lot of penalties. So you have to hope that they take a few to hopefully cash that. But on to our next game, we've got the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Toronto Maple Leafs. A lot of blue and a lot of white on this screen with Tampa Bay facing Toronto here in this game. Tampa Bay plus 105 to plus 119. Toronto minus 125 to minus 135. 6.5s right across the board. It looks like there's a couple 6s at Bet Rivers and North Star bets in this game. And we've seen the line move a little bit here. And reason being, the Tampa Bay Lightning are surprising everybody and starting Jonas Johansson here in this game against Toronto. Jonas Johansson, 5-3-1, a 3.18 goals against average, 903 save percentage. Joseph Wall, 16-8 on the season, 2.68 goals against average, 907 save percentage here. My first play here in this game is Toronto Maple Leafs team total over 3.5, plus 110 at Bet365. So Toronto to score 4 goals here in this game. Toronto's already scored 5 goals in both meetings against Tampa Bay this season. So the Leafs offense has already got going against Tampa Bay, and I would assume that most likely both games were Vasilevsky, but I don't know that for sure. But now it won't be Vasilevsky; it'll be Jonas Johansson. So I like Toronto team total over 3.5, and then I also parlayed Austin Matthews to score a goal, parlayed with Mitch Marner to get an assist. Matthews to score is like minus 105, minus 110. I don't want to bet a goal scoring prop at minus 110. I just don't want to do it. He scored in 7 of his last 9 games. So Matthews obviously is heating up since returning from injury. And Mitch Marner, obviously, as you can see, an assist in 5 of 6. He is the passer. Matthews is the scorer. We'll parlay both together. And I pulled the trigger thinking Vasilevsky would be a net. And now it's Jonas Johansson, so I love it even more. Plus 165 for Matthews to score and Mitch Marner to get an assist here in this game. For the Tampa Bay Lightning, obviously you can see Victor Hedman is heating up recently. 6-game point streak, an assist in 5 of 6. So he's doing pretty well right now for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Didn't get to any Tampa Bay props in this game. But we'll go to the chat here if my mouse will work. There we go. Barzal's also scored in 3 of 4. His assist is plus 100. All right, nice. Very nice. Point, Gensel, Kucherov, point parlay, and Matthews. Yeah, yes. I like it, Captain Bry. I like it. We think alike. But on to our next game. 3 games left here. We've got the Carolina Hurricanes and the Chicago Blackhawks. Here in this game, I just see that Boston, it's 1-0 Boston. So bear with me quickly while I check and hope to see that Pasternak got a point. And no, definitely did not. Vinny Lettieri, former Wild player, scored again. I believe he just scored a couple, he scored in the last game. So back-to-back games with a goal for Vinny Lettieri. But I doubt Pasternak will get a point, which is, no, he didn't. That's okay. Back to this game, as we are doing the show live while there is a game going on. So bear with me. The Hurricanes, minus 300 to minus 323 road favorites. The Blackhawks, plus 240 to plus 260 home dogs. 6s, there are some 5.5s available here. Peter Mrazek confirmed for the Blackhawks. Nobody yet confirmed for Carolina. It has Frederick Anderson unconfirmed here. We'll see if he gets a start. When it comes to a side or total here, pass. I don't really know how you could bet a side unless you think the Blackhawks win this game, which maybe they do. Obviously, the Hurricanes aren't as strong on the road, but I'm not taking the Blackhawks here in this one. I don't have any plays here in this game. However, if you look over the Chicago side, Teuvo Teravainen, a point 6 of his last 8 games. So he's been pretty hot recently, and he is facing his former team in the Carolina Hurricanes. So it is there is potential that I eventually do pull the trigger on Teuvo Teravainen point, which I'm seeing at plus 125, Bet365, plus 124 at FanDuel. So most likely I'll find my way over to Teravainen point later in the day. But as of now, no play for me. No play. Lightning bolts. Uh-oh. You think Lightning are going to do good? We'll see. Hate to do it, but Bedard Bertuzzi point parlay. Yeah. Bedard's been, as you can see, he's been consistent on getting his point. So good luck. Good luck. But on to our next one. We got the Winnipeg Jets and the Utah Hockey Club here in this game. Winnipeg minus 160 to minus 180. Road favorites. Utah plus 145 to plus 150. Home dogs, 5.5s, right across the board here. Connor Ingram confirmed for Utah. 7, 5, and 3 in the season. 3.38 goals against average, 879 save percentage. Um, he's given up 4 goals on 56 shots in 2 games since returning from injury. So he hasn't played too bad recently. But now he's got a tough test here with this Winnipeg Jets team coming in. Utah obviously off a very rare home win against the Blues in their last game. Uh, this is going to be a much tougher test with the Jets coming in here. Um, I should be going back to Mark Scheifele, despite the fact that he didn't score in his last game, but I'm not. So most likely, Mark Scheifele ends up scoring a goal here. I would guess it's probably going to be on the power play, but no play for me here in this one. For Utah, it's that top line. Those are the consistent 3. I do see books. I've seen the last game and again this game that Josh Doan point props are available. I think plus what was it, plus 160, I think for it was something crazy for a point. So books are tempting me. They're tempting me to go to Josh Doan point. But I have not done that. I have not done that. So um, no play here in this game. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hooley Keller Schmaltz point lay. Yeah, not if you like Utah to score here in this game, that's not a bad look. Not a bad look. Jets puck line, Scheifele anytime goal, and Connor assist parlay. Not a bad look. Not a bad look. Oh, you're doing Jets puck line, not all together. Not all together. They're separate. Okay. In my head, I was thinking, why don't you just take the money line if you're gonna? But yeah, separate, separate plays. Okay. On to our final game: Pittsburgh Penguins and the LA Kings. Here in this one, bear with me. Pittsburgh plus 150 to plus 160 road dogs. LA minus 178 to minus 190 home favorites. 5.5s right across the board in this game. Nobody yet confirmed. Most likely it'll be Darcy Kemper against the red hot goal scorer, Alex Nedeljkovic, getting a goal and an assist in his last game. And now that'll be a lot tougher to do that here tonight against this LA Kings team, who does not give up a lot of goals this season. For me here, I hate to pass again. As I told you guys, I like the earlier slate. These last 3 games, I just don't have any plays in here. If I was looking at this game, it would be Raquel to get a point, parlayed with Russ to get a point. Obviously, both of those guys are red hot for Pittsburgh. And for the LA Kings, it's Adrian Kempe. He's been the really only consistent LA King here for a while now. So I would look at him. But this game could finish 2-1. Just that's just kind of the way the Kings play this year. Is we just see a lot of low scoring games, which could be the case here. So in a game I think could end 2-1. Not a game I want to get to props in. That's just how it usually works here. I will go to the chat here after Cap Protect plays. I've got one full unit play on today's slate that I did not give out. It's over on Cap Protect. Link is in the description below. Go over, follow me on Cap Protect just for free plays, because I post free plays there. So follow me over on Cap Protect. If you don't want to pay for the premium plays, that's fine. Free plays there as well. Hit the like button and the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. If you're watching on if you're watching on Fandle, if you're watching on Twitter, come join us in the YouTube chat. It'll be nice to have you guys here. Plus 176 for Doan to get a point. See, the books are really trying to get me to bet it, but he hasn't got on any streak yet, so We'll see. And against the Jets, it's tough because we really should see Hellebuck in net today with him getting the game off last time. Kempe anytime goal, not a bad look. Kopitar assist. I don't believe he's been as consistent lately to get on the sheet, but yeah, if you like Kempe anytime goal, usually Kopitar assists. And Drew Doughty just reported practicing today in a non-contact jersey. Wow, that would be a huge addition to the lineup for the LA Kings, who I thought were going to kind of crumble without him. I did, but I was wrong. Thanks again, Terry. Let's start the week off right. Yes, that is the plan. Best of luck to everyone tonight, and I believe we'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't think, obviously, it's a Tuesday, but I'm guessing there's 8 games tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. So 9 today, 8 tomorrow, 4 Wednesday, 11 Thursday. So yeah, that's a bit better of a schedule. Thank you, NHL. But best luck to everyone today and tonight, and we'll see you guys on the show tomorrow. Best of luck, guys.